CML says, I play pickup ball with the Y, and there's this guy who is constantly trying to get a 3-second call. As soon as we get down to his side of the court and his man gets in the paint, he starts counting out loud. Terry and Austin. That's bad. That's bad. 1, 2. Let's not forget man's bitch. Or man's game. Man's game, bitch.
Man's game, bitch.
Let's not forget that guy. We know that guy because that was the guy that was in a game with Jay Stu once. Jay Stu's off to the side, waiting. Finally gets in the game, and no one's passing Jay Stu the ball because he's Jay Stu. Jay Stu's maybe 5'10", doesn't have great quicks, doesn't have this big vert, doesn't have a handle, not much of a perimeter game at all. That's just not his deal. Jay Stu does some things really well, but that's not it. So he finally gets the ball. Stu knows enough to know, I don't know when it's coming back out here again. I got a pretty good luck. I better knock it down. Stu jacks it up, and literally out of the rafters comes this guy who goes maybe 6'5". You know the guy played D1A ball. Probably had a tryout with the Lakers. The guy was so far and away more athletic than anybody on the floor, and swats him into the 10th row. Comes down, looks at Jay Stu, and the guy's got about 9 inches on Jay Stu. Super rangy, really long, really explosive, and just swats him. Comes down, looks at Jay Stu, and says, quote, man's game, bitch. Congratulations. And what happened to that scholarship you had at UCLA? Which brings us to the next guy. If you've played college basketball, you should not be in these runs. Go find another league. Go find another game, ringer. What do you get out of this? Go play with other former college guys. Go play with other guys who spent a couple of years in the NBAD. You know, what do you get out of swatting us? What do you get out of swatting Jay Stu? We can't check you. We can't keep you off the glass. You're much better than us. Go find another game. This is fun for you because it's not fun for us. Man's game, bitch. You swat Jay Stu? Great. If you've played basketball beyond high school, you shouldn't be in that game. Go find a game with other former college players or CBAers or guys who played overseas. Why is that fun for you? Hey, Jim, what about 1-on-5 guy? The guy that's got handles and will try to break everybody's ankles on his way to the rack? He makes the and one tour look like they play by the rule book. He's usually 5'5" or shorter. Thinks that he gets fouled every time he goes to the cup. He's oblivious to the open man, and he wants nothing more than to dunk once in his life. Signed, Biscuit Jason. We're getting UConn some jungle karma before they take on Michigan State Saturday, so I'm not sweating my bracket pool Monday night. They're not getting any karma. They're the only team in Detroit without the karma. Hey, Jim, another great guy is on-the-floor coach guy, and I'll get there in a minute. Yeah, like I said, tomorrow's show is done if I just want to roll in here and read emails about pickup basketball guy. And they all start with, hey, Rome, nice take, but you forgot, insert this guy that we run with that we hate. Hey, Rome, you forgot about my bad guy. You know the guy. He dribbles the ball off his foot, or he misses a wide-open layup and then follows it up with a, my bad. Yeah, we know it's your bad. I'm not the one who's missing finger roll layups. Dean, no longer in Omaha. Hey, Rome, out of your basketball guys, I hate the old guy the most. The reason I want him on my team is because he's always the dirtiest player out there. I've taken more elbows from old guy than the rest of them put together. If he's not sticking his knee out on a pick, he's throwing his hip out and undercutting you as you're going up for an easy layup. To make things worse, though, he always apologizes after it because that makes everything all good. as I'm clutching my knee or picking my teeth up off the floor. Stick to lawn bowling, old guy, because you're not helping them, you're hurting them, and you shouldn't be doing that on the court, man.
That's not helping kids. It's hurting them, Rome. And he shouldn't be talking about it on the radio, man.
Of course he's dirty. He's filthy. How do you think that guy gets in and stays in that game? By being dirty and nasty and filthy. Guy knows every trick in the book. He's all knees and elbows. And when the guy apologizes, he doesn't mean it. He's not sorry. It's just part of the protocol. The guy's like a 52-year-old chiropractor. Out there with the kids, knows all the pressure points, knows all the tricks. Trust me, if that guy needs to trip you running down the court to stay in that game, he will. Do you know how many guys he's elbowed and kneed and tripped over the years on those courts? All of them. Hey, Rome, you forgot the wannabe. This is the guy who shows up rocking the latest kicks, the baggiest shorts, the LeBron jersey, the gold chain, the pencil-thin beard, and the sideways baseball cap. But when he actually gets on the court, he can't dribble or shoot worth a crap. Ray in L.A., great email. That's the truth. I like the guy, too, who shows up wearing an NBA Ballers jersey and then feels like he's got to style his game after that guy. If he's got a Tim Duncan jersey, he's posting up. Except he's like 5'7". Don't wear Tim Duncan's jersey. Or like if a guy shows up in Ray Allen gear, he's not playing the game. He's there to shoot. He's jacking threes. Guy shows up wearing AI's gear. Maybe has a teardrop or two. He's going to the rack every single time. He's crossing guys over. He's breaking ankles. He's going to the rack no matter what. If he's wearing AI's jersey. Otherwise, you can't disrespect AI that way. If you're going to show up in AI's jersey, you need to represent AI. You're going to the rack every single time. Romy, how can you forget guy who really sucks? He has absolutely no redeeming qualities on the basketball court. He watches the ball as he dribbles. He dribbles up to his eyes. He can't catch anything. He throws the ball as hard as he can against the backboard and calls it a shot. And then he gets pissed when nobody passes him the ball. And when his team inevitably loses and 4 guys are coming on, he asks, "You need one?" Nah, dude. We're just going to run with 4. Matt in Denver. I like it. That's the guy who always bites, who always falls for passing it to the wrong guy. Every time you can get him on that.